The web resource that I'm going to tell you about today is called newsela.com. And just as a quick summary of what this resource does is it takes high interest articles and it adapts them for all levels of readers. So anywhere from grade 3 up to grade 12 will be able to access the content in these relevant articles. So if you take a look at my screen here, we have the home page of Newsela. So this is what it looks like. And you can narrow your search to War and Peace, science, kids, money, law, health, arts, or over here this button allows you to do just a general search of a keyword. So since I'm a science teacher, let's narrow down our search to science. And as it comes up, you can see here's a bunch of recent articles, anywhere from algae to a deadly predator off the Gulf of Mexico to it looks like a weather article for hurricanes. And all of them are recent, so June 13th, June 12th, June 11th. So these are all recent articles that have been adapted for all readers. So since I just finished up a unit on climate change, I might type the search bar over here and see if I can get something on climate. Press enter, and it says 29 results. So looking over here, it says Antarctic glaciers melt is happening more rapidly than was first believed. So if I click on this article, take a look at it. Right now I can see it was originally from the Los Angeles Times and was adapted by the Newsela staff. And right now it's at a grade level reading of 8, and the Lexile level over here on the right side is the one that is highlighted in white. So if I scroll down, I can see, pretty complex sentence structures and words such as the irreversible collapse of a massive cluster of glaciers is included. So since I'm a 6th grade teacher, this might be a little too complex for my students. So what I would do is just go over to the side here and make the Lexile level a little bit easier. So a little lower, just meaning that it's for a lower reading level. So now I can see this is for a grade level 7, which probably will be much better suited to my students. It might be a little bit challenging, but better than what an 8th grade level was. So if you look at the text, it has been adapted. Whereas in the last part, it said an irreversible collapse. You can see that was taken out. The sentence structures seem a little shorter, more simple, and just more accessible for my 6th grade students, but they're still getting the same content. It's still the same article, just something that they'll be able to read and really understand. The next thing I wanted to show you is that you can also access the quiz for the article, and all of the quiz questions are based off of Common Core standards. So when I run my cursor over the standard at the top, it tells me that this question relates to this standard. And same for question 2, 3, and 4. All the standards are listed with the questions there. And if my students wouldn't have access to the quiz right here, all I would have to do is click this print button down at the bottom. And it comes in a nice printer-friendly version. And if I scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see my quiz questions are still there for my students. The last thing I just wanted to point out about this website is that I can add in all my students and link them to this website so that they can get assignments through Newsela. So it says to assign this article to your students, you first need to create a class. So if I were to go about doing that, then my students would have access to this site and be able to see what their assignments are through Newsela.